Hey guys, how's it going? Tez back again with another episode of the Dortmund career mode, and we left off the last one not knowing whether we were going to get Dani Alves or not, and as you can see, we have nailed down that Dani Alves signing, which means of course we have to say no, unfortunately, to João Pereira, but I really don't mind. We've brought in Dani Alves, and that is huge, but bear with this episode because transfer deadline day is fucking mental. So before we get to that though, we've got a couple of Bundesliga games to get out of the way. We've got Nuremberg at home here. And we start off in third position, 4 points behind Schalke and FC Bayern Munich. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up a result here, close the gap to the top two, and get ourselves back in contention for the title. And this game was actually really, really good to play. There was a lot of chances. The first one here comes from S14 after a lovely back heel from Nuri Sahin. But unfortunately, S14 slots the ball just past the far post. Then Nuremberg put together a really, really nice, tidy move here. Unfortunately for us, hit the post and the ball fell back to a defender, so we were able to clear the ball. A let off there, and then pushing forward. Awamayela pushing down the right-hand side. He's really not that adventurous for a right-back, but getting involved there. Aaron Lennon squares the ball to Nangolan. Unfortunately, can't quite find the ball or find the finish to pop it into the bottom corner. And then Rodrigo there, I tried to lift it over the goalkeeper, but just put too much power behind it, and it didn't dip in time to get down underneath the crossbar. And Nangolan's going to have another effort here. That was rifling towards the top right-hand corner. And again, the goalkeeper comes out with a very, very good save. And we're going to have another chance. Rodrigo obviously want to get him onto his left foot, and that's the closest we've come so far. Keeper pushing that one onto the top of the post, and it went out. Finally cleared by the defence. But that is how that game finished, actually 0-0. So a lot of chances, but none actually taken. It was disappointing having been on top for a lot of that game, but we wanted to make the most of the chances we had in that one, but we have to make sure that we create the same sort of chances against Hoffenheim away from home in the second game of the episode. As you can see, we are now 6 points behind Schalke, who are now top of the table, and 4 points rather, still behind Bayern Munich, who drew their game when we were playing FC Nuremberg. So we want to pick up a win here because we don't want to let Schalke or Bayern Munich get away from us. Royce is going to cut inside here early on in the first half. A lovely Berber spin, and he's able to get the ball into the bottom corner with a great finish in the 14th minute. So our first chance of this game after having numerous in the previous, and we actually get on the score sheet. And then we're going to come close to getting back in it here. Nice move down the left-hand side. Draws a good save out of Roman Wiedenfeller, and we're able to clear the ball down the right-hand side. So we went in at half-time, 1-0 up. Really positive start to this one, and was hoping to continue that into the second half, but they were actually going to come straight for us after the break and get themselves back in the game. Giselu there's a really tidy finish across the goalkeeper into the bottom corner. I was expecting him to power it near post. Had it been online, I'm pretty sure the guy would have powered it near post, but this time, obviously playing against the computer, decided to tidily slot it into the bottom corner. Really, really nice finish. Unfortunately, Lewandowski there put the ball wide of the near post. Really poor finish. I thought we'd got back in it here. A couple of great reaction saves from the goalkeeper, but Marco Reus is just offside. You can see that he's trying to hold his run, doesn't quite manage to do it in time, and he is a couple of yards offside. So we ended up drawing that one as well. So we really need to start winning games because we are starting to lose touch with the two teams in front of us. But now comes the massive transfers. We had an offer here for 28.5 million for Robert Lewandowski from Atletico Madrid. And I asked for 45 because although Lewandowski hasn't been in good form, I still don't want to let him go on the cheap because we are going to need to bring in a replacement. They actually rejected that offer, or the counter offer, and said they weren't going to pay that sort of money for him. Then Real Madrid came in with a £30.5 million offer. We're actually going to counter offer 42 in the end here, just because Madrid are going to have that sort of money, and you'll be able to see in just a second what their reaction to that was, and they're actually going to match that bid. So Real Madrid are now in talks with Robert Lewandowski for a deal worth £42 million as we head into transfer deadline day. So it's right at the end of the window. Really nail-biting stuff, and as you can see, we didn't get an email, but it did flash up on screen, and you can see in the top right, Lewandowski 42 million to Real Madrid. So I need a striker, and we've got a lot of money to play with. I think we've got 31 million, I think, in the coffers to spend on a new striker. So or 35 million maybe. Judging by those figures, £23 million we offered Jovetic with a £12 million budget left. We are actually going to put an offer in for Javier Hernandez at Barcelona as well. Obviously, pace is extremely important in FIFA. I don't want to pace whore, but at the same time, pace is nice. But we're going to put in an offer for Luis Suarez here as well. He's valued at 18.5. Actually, offered 22.5 to try and entice Liverpool into accepting that offer. Also going to put in a raised offer of Karim Benzema. He's at Manchester City now, not Real Madrid. We offer 19.5, £4 million above his value, which is 15.5. Then Aguero, this was just a random stab in the dark. He's rated 90. His finishing, in-game finishing stat was 95. So I threw in a £32 million bid for him. That would be absolutely massive if it came off. And of course, Arnautovic broke his leg, so he's out for 6 months. So hopefully, I was looking to bring in a right-sided midfielder as well. The two players we put bids in for were Antonio Valencia and Hatem Ben Arfa. And I did ask on Twitter, on my @Chesnoy Gaming account, which one you would like to see me sign should we be able to get an offer accepted for one of those. And you guys actually were fantastic with the response for that. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, do so, because you can have a real-time impact on what happens in the career mode, whether it's this one or the FIFA 14 one as we start. But you can see Luis Suarez was offered a contract to. Liverpool accepted that £22.5 million bid. Also, Hatem Ben Arfa had the £9 million bid accepted, and as you can see, Luis Suarez accepted the contract offer. So we've signed Chuy Suarez, and he is going to be our main #1 striker now at Borussia Dortmund, which is absolutely fantastic. Hatem Ben Arfa has also agreed contract terms, and you guys chose Ben Arfa over Valencia. So we have signed the 5-star skiller right midfielder, and then of course we are going to have to reject the contract offer from Antonio Valencia because we've run out of money. And this is how transfer deadline day is going to end. £182 million spent, 70 of which was done by us. £70 million worth of business done by us. 3 players coming in: Dani Alves, Luis Suarez and Hatem Ben Arfa. It's a wonderful window for us with Lucas Piszczek and Robert Lewandowski going out. So just a massive, massive window. And hopefully those new signings can be enough to help propel us back up the league. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you very much for watching this one, guys. Hope you like the signings that I've made. We'll have to wait and see how they get on. But of course, feel free to leave the video a like if you enjoyed. And of course, there will be a link on the end slate in the top left to the previous episode in this series. And then, of course, if you aren't subscribed already, there will be a link in the description and an annotation on screen over the channel emblem and the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But that is going to wrap this one up. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.